What up? It's your boy Big Vern. Welcome to App Stupid Studios, the fastest growing sports and entertainment channel on these YouTube streets. We did it. We're in season 3 thanks to you all. This is where we cover NBA, college basketball, and college football, along with the NFL. Thanks to you all for making us one of your stops and destinations in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. So sit back, relax, let us do our thing. Welcome to App Stupid. What up? It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid studio. Happy Friday to you all. I know some of you all are off next week because of Thanksgiving, so enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It goes a long way, helps the channel out. Season 3, episode 2. Got a great show lined up for you here on this frigid Friday in the Midwest. Gonna talk some Cleveland Browns. Second opportunities exist in Cleveland. And I thought that last night was a beautiful story. We'll get more into that. Also, we'll pivot. We'll go to the association where I asked the question, do the Golden State Warriors really need Draymond Green? Find out what we think about that. The 76ers, they make the news again. It's not for winning games. However, it's for locker room leaks, and find out what we think about that. Also, last night had a pair of phenomenal games on. St. John's and Baylor hooked up in an instant classic. We'll go through that. And where do the Johnnies go from here? Also, Indiana played UNC Greensboro, and that game had a lot of underlining things that they need to fix. These stories and many more when we get back from a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you with another rap album. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorite on the track so far is Cosmo Freestyle, Wolverine crazy, yo. Rabbit Island, It's Your Anniversary, that song crazy too. Yeah, Walk It Off, and On the Set. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Yeah, shout out to Freddie Gibb doing his thing. Gary, Indiana's own stand-up. However, when we look at this thing, not going to bury the lead here. The Cleveland Browns, they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-19. This was a game I felt like the storyline should have been second chances. And I'll go ahead and give you a little backstory, and then we'll pick this up. Jameis Winston, for whatever you think of Jameis Winston, the guy has never really been in trouble off the field. They made some big ballyhoo about a hookup he got when he was in college about crab legs or whatever. But someone hooked him up at a grocery store, and then it was like, oh, you did. It was anything to demonize this man coming into the National Football League. And then even when he got here, he was telling young black children, hey, stand up straight, shake a man's hand, and look him in the eye. And then the racist idiots at Mike and ESPN, they had a problem with that. And like I said, it was a tit for tat. Jameis hasn't done anything illegal. He hasn't been arrested as far as I know. And that could be changed. Like I said, that could be a change. However, when they waived him in New Orleans, he was basically out there shopping for a job. Nick Chubb, his leg exploded. They didn't even think he was going to be able to run again. And all the years that he dedicated himself to the Browns, and then you had Jerry Jeudy, and when it didn't work out in Denver, he basically had the kiss of death. They were saying that he wasn't a number one option, and he didn't have what it takes to be that elite receiver in the NFL. And just for one night in the snow, these guys got redemption. And I feel like that's the story the NFL should be pushing this morning, but it's not. We have to tear down somebody to give another person their props. That's the way legacy media works. They don't know how to just sit there and appreciate what you saw. in the snow because snow was everywhere last night. And the level of concentration, Jameis, even when he threw that late interception, he never gave up. This thing really, like I said, it was ebbs and flows. But credit the Browns defense because they were all getting that sack lunch last night. And it didn't matter when you had Russell. Tomlin was double dutching between those two guys, trying to go ahead and get them something to get the ball moving. And Russ throws that touchdown late. I mean, they could have gave up. And every time the Browns needed a score, the Browns needed to go ahead and get that third down. Jerry Jeudy came up big last night. He came up big. Just how big? We'll drill that down when we get back, when we take another quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Studio promoting another rap album. Young Roddy and Jamal, the company you keep, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Flu Game, Members Only, If You Know, You Know, and We Them Ones. Young Roddy and Jamal, in stores now, the company you keep. Yeah, shout out to Young Roddy and Jet Life. But when we go back and we look at this thing, and I just want to be clear with everybody, if you look at the Browns statistically, they should have lost this game. The Browns only had 85 yards rushing. You're not going to beat any professional team out there rushing the ball for 85 yards. They had 17 first downs, but they only converted on third down. They were put behind that 8 ball 10 times. They only converted once. That's atrocious. They had to keep going for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they were perfect, 4-4. And they kept fighting and they kept playing. And credit to the Browns offensive line. They only had Jameis getting sacked once. But then the penalties, 8 penalties for 48 yards. We got fumbles, 2 fumbles, and then Jameis' late interception. But the Browns, they held on to the ball for 24 minutes and 58 seconds. That's not a lot of time. And that's not a time to either get the running back in rhythm, you to get sync with the wide receivers. That's why I said this game was really about second chances. Because all of what I just went over isn't enough to beat a high school football team, let alone a professional organization. And that's what the beauty of last night was about. Not giving up, not kowtowing, and not giving in. And sometimes the things that don't show up on a stat sheet, like heart, gut, determination, grit, that's always going to win a game when you just keep fighting and keep playing. Like I said, from a number standpoint, Pittsburgh did everything they could do. But when it comes time to win a game, Cleveland just pinned their ears back and gave you a dogfight. And I thought everybody last night when Chubb, when he scored that touchdown, people rejoiced. Like, wow. You know, like, oh my goodness. Jerry Jeudy, him coming up huge. He had like 85 yards and 6 grabs. I was just like, I was glad to see that. As a football fan, you should be appreciative of seeing second chances when the media runs you down, when people give up on you, when agents go behind your back and renegotiate your contract. And so now you have to play for less money. Don't get me wrong. Cleveland, they don't have a shot at going anywhere to do anything. They're 3-8. They're 3-8 right now. They don't have a shot to go anywhere and do anything. But just for one night, they all got a little bit of redemption. Dog pound. People of good Cleveland area, Get in here in the comments. Let me know. Were you happy about last night's game? Also, if you're still a fan, where do you go from here? This is Big Vern. We'll be back.